Hi everybody, I'm Jack, and this is Raw Tropical Living. Thanks for joining me today. Let me start by saying that the views expressed on this program are only the views of this one broken down little old man here, and I will not be forcing any behavior on anybody. I won't be making you eat anything, and I won't be taking anything away from what you're currently doing. So just relax on that. Just wanted to get that out of the way as a disclaimer. Had to kind of say that on this one today. I'm kind of tongue-in-cheek. You know my sense of humor. I like to poke a little bit. This cleansing, fasting, and detox thing can be kind of culty if you haven't figured that out already. Now, the reason I'm doing this video, I do these from time to time about this subject, is because I don't know that much about this subject. I'm not very interested in this subject, and it's not my method. Like one of the basic tenets that I'm always trying to share on this program is go to people that do what you're looking for. Don't ask somebody that's not interested unless you're just looking for, just some casual discussion or whatever. I mean, I still get this a lot, and hey, fair enough, because, it's like I always say, I don't expect that because somebody's watched one of my videos and made a comment, or watched one of my videos and asked a question somewhere else, that they've seen everything. And the simple fact is, this just not an interest. This hasn't been really much of an interest to me since I've been on this lifestyle. Although, good Lord, it's talked about all the time. I can't stress enough. I'm not saying, I'm not knocking them. I'm not hating on them. I'm not saying there's no benefit to them. I'm just saying that's not my method. And, well, two things I do this one for. So I always like there's those type people, the cleansers and the juicers and the detoxers. They kind of want to save my soul as well. So I have to do it for that too. Listen, all the comments, the questions, the suggestions in the world, sorry, that ain't my method. I'm not going to become a faster and doing these juice feasts and every month doing this and that. Just not my thing. If that works for you, and that has worked for people in a lot of situations, especially when people have illnesses, sicknesses, health issues, I think they can have value. Hey, if I ever got sick, I just haven't gotten sick for a long period of time, knock on wood, I might attempt to water fast during a time doing that, just because, when you're sick, you want all your energy to go towards that healing. Now, I don't know how long, if I was long-term sick, I would do, and that's neither here nor there. But basically, let me just state that I don't have any experience on this, so I'm not the one to ask. I'm going to keep repeating that over and over. I'm not the one to ask about that. Just leave me out of the discussion. Go discuss it with people that are. I've done one fast in my life, and that was straight to the big one. That was just straight to I did a water fast about a year into this lifestyle, and that was kind of for other reasons. That wasn't like I sat down and thought it over and said, I'm going to do a water fast. I was locked up in immigration in Panama. I'd been eating really well. I wasn't digging the food there. It wasn't doing me very well. And just for other reasons, kind of spiritual reasons, just kind of cleaning my head, I decided to do a water fast. Had nothing to do with detox, cleansing, whatever. It was just kind of my own personal thing. So that's the only experience I've had ever with fasting. Never even done a juice feast. Never done one in my life. So I looked around. I wanted to say, okay, well, let's see what other people have to say about it, and let's see some of the rational approach to maybe some people I can suggest. Okay, well, if you're interested in this kind of stuff, or if you're interested in talking about the cleanses and the detox and the feasting and the fasting, who would I say go talk to? Who would I actually say, okay, even though I don't do this, they're reasonable and rational on the issue? Couldn't find a whole lot out there. I know she doesn't do them a lot, and that's why I tend to trust her. As I'd go see Tanny Raw, or I'd go watch her videos, or I would go ask her. I know she has done some of these things in the past to heal issues, to help with issues, health issues that she's had, and she had a lot of them, gut disorders, autoimmune, whatever. But one thing I notice is she doesn't tend to do that anymore. I don't know if she does them ever or whatever, but what I'm getting at is this isn't something that just continually doing. I mean, here's some irony too. A lot of the people, well, here's what I found when I went to YouTube and searched raw vegan detox, raw vegan fasting, a few different terms. Well, of course, you saw the bigger names that got a lot of views on there, and they didn't even seem super sincere. It was just kind of one of those topics that gets a lot of views, and they were bigger. It was a subject, but I was kind of And then a lot of them, I would say a good number on the first page of the search I did, were not that healthy looking. They were what I call the yo-yoers. And I found a lot of yo-yoers in this fasting, cleansing, and detoxing game. Okay, fair enough. If you feel that's what you need to do, and here's what a lot of people say, and okay, I don't know, I didn't do this, I'm not going to go back and do it, but some people do say you need to do a juice feast or something in the very beginning to prepare your body for this. I don't know anything, I'm not going to really comment on that, but I'm saying that can have some validity to it, very much so. But I'm going to tell you something, and I've talked about this before. I always get a kick when I'm listening to somebody and they know they've done this little cleanse detox dance so many times that they talk with authority, and they'll say, like, somebody will post, yeah, I'm on day 3 and this is happening to me, and they're an authority. Oh, day 3, yes, day 3 is like this, and they can state what the symptoms are going to be verbatim. You know why? Because they've been through day 3 over and over and over and over and over and over and over. Now, that don't make sense to me. Now, somebody out there will give me some kind of little nerdy scientific explanation about tweak, 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 tweak. You'll probably throw a couple of math equations in there, but in this old dumb caveman head, that don't make sense to me. If you're cleansing, if you're doing a feast, you're doing a fast, okay, let's even give you let's say you make a few mistakes along the way. Let's say in the beginning. But a year, 2 year into this thing, you know, if you keep yoing on the fasting, and we see what they do. Oh, I just completed a 21-day juice fast, a juice feast, and I lost all this. And then you see them, and a lot of them, I'm talking about YouTubers too, and I'm not talking about tiny, tiny channels. And then all of a sudden, after that juice feast, you'll see the weight creeping up. You'll see the skin not quite as good, and you know they're dirtying up again. And what's going to eventually happen? They do these little things kind of as a, I don't know. I would say, okay, you're going to do, at the most, you do one to get clean, and then you keep putting clean stuff in you. You don't really re-dirty the machine. But that's not what I'm seeing. So many people are using these cleanses just on a regularity, kind of so they can eat the bad stuff, maybe drink the bad stuff, maybe inject the bad stuff. I don't know what all they're doing, but like I say, I'm just throwing a few ideas out there. In the end, I want to make need something blinking to get people's attention, that I'm not throwing shade. I'm not telling you not to do it. I'm just saying, I'm not your guy to come to. I'm not the one, I'm not interested in those questions. And to be quite honest, it's kind of like anytime I get a question on detox, cleansing, fasting, all that stuff, it's almost like homework. Because I do like to be interactive. I like to answer questions, but then I'm like, I don't know anything about this. So instead of just always saying, I don't know anything about it, like I'm brushing people off, I'll go to Google, I'll go to YouTube, and I'll do a little searching, and I'll try to find what I think is somewhat reasonable answer on the subject. But in the end, I don't really know. I actually had something in mind there. I stopped the video and I went and searched something on Google. I thought I had one that I was going to recommend, but no, there's just nothing really I recommend much on the subject, other than there's areas out there I've taken a lot from. Don't get me wrong. I mean, like I tell you, I take pieces and components from everywhere. I mean, I've read a lot of, not a lot, but I've read a couple of books by Arnold Ehret, one which is Rational Fasting, so there's some stuff in there. Don't totally, you know, I'm not a disciple of Ehret, but there's stuff I've taken from him. Norman Walker has some interesting ideas on fasting. Definitely, I don't take him hook, line, and sinker, but I do take some stuff from him. But he's a little bit more into he was a little bit more into the fasting thing than I see for me. But anyway, like I say, there's information out there, and one thing I always try to do is, it's not like I say, I'm not here to tell you that fasting is wrong. I'm not here to tell you that cleansing is wrong. That's not what I'm here for. I try to curate content. I try to point people in the right directions of what they want. All I'm just saying is look at this stuff. Don't just find something, oh, well, I like this person, they're supporting what I think about it. Look around, you know, find some people, but always, as I say, go back to find people that are having results. And a lot of those people, if you will search like raw vegan cleanse, raw vegan detox on YouTube, a lot of that first page is like, if you look at them, I think I'm seeing yo-yoers. I just don't see that vibrant health. I mean, you look at the people like Tanny Ross, she, like I say, go to her. If you're interested in feasting, fasting, cleansing, go to her. I'm not saying she'll even tell you to do that. Her approaches are not doing that all the time anymore, but I know she has done that in the past, and she would give you the best advice on that. And I'm sure there's a lot of others out there. There's a lot of others out there, but I'm just saying, you know, ask people. Let me say this, I'm going to have to keep saying this probably as long as I do videos. Go to people that are in similar circumstances. Go to people that are dealing with what you're curious about. Anyhow, that's just my 2 cents worth on the subject. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you like it, please give me a thumbs up. I hope you'll hit that subscribe button and come back and watch more. I do videos every day. When you hit that subscribe button, click on the bell and check send notifications so you'll stay subscribed to the channel. And I guess this is the weekend. I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Peace.